a strategy better than silence. Do you ever feel like your mind is constantly racing, overloaded with noise, distractions, and chaos? Every day feels like a new storm, and you're just trying to weather it. It's wearing you out, as if you're spinning your wheels without getting anywhere. Sometimes it's easy to think that silence might be the answer. Just escape, hide away, and let the world go on without you. But here's a question. What if silence isn't the end of the story? What if there's a deeper strategy, a way to face the storm without letting it consume you? The Stoics have a different view, and it's a view that doesn't just aim for silence, but for peace and control over our inner world. They believe that true freedom lies in how we respond to life, not in escaping it. So, what if, instead of running from the noise, we learn to control it, to master our reactions, and to live more intentionally? This is the strategy we're going to explore today. Not just the beginning of silence, but the path that leads us to true inner peace and clarity. The beginning of wisdom, choosing your response. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to get caught up in the reactivity of life? A text message triggers a burst of anger. Someone cuts you off in traffic and you're fuming for hours. A minor inconvenience can throw off your entire day, leaving you feeling out of control. The Stoics have a word for this, reactivity, and they believe it's the root of much of our unrest. The problem with reactivity is that it leaves you feeling powerless. You're at the mercy of outside events, and your peace is constantly up for grabs. But here's the key. Reactivity is a choice. It's a choice that's made in the moment, but you have the power to choose otherwise. What if you could pause in that moment? What if instead of letting your reactions drive you, you could pause and consciously choose your response? This is the heart of Stoic practice. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond." Imagine a world where your peace isn't disturbed by every little problem, where your response is calm and clear, rather than reactive and impulsive. This is the beginning of true mastery. It's not about escaping life's chaos, but about gaining control over your mind, your emotions, and your actions. The power is in your hands. It always has been. The Stoics understand that you will face many unexpected events in life, but it's in how you react to them that your true character is forged. When you recognize this power, you become unstoppable. It's not that life won't challenge you, but that you won't be defeated by it. Imagine if every trial became an opportunity to practice self-control. When you learn to choose your response, you're no longer a slave to external events. The space between stimulus and response. This idea of choosing your response, it's not just a philosophical concept. It's a practical tool that can change the way you live. The Stoics talk about the space between stimulus and response. This is the moment, however brief, where you have the power to make a decision, to choose your reaction. It's a simple concept, but the more you practice it, the more life-changing it becomes. The space isn't a physical gap, it's a mental one. It's the short pause you take between a triggering event and your response to it. This moment of reflection, no matter how short, is your opportunity to regain control. Imagine this. You're in a meeting and someone criticizes you in front of others. Your first instinct may be to defend yourself, to get angry, or to react in a way that will make you feel better in the moment. But what if instead of acting on impulse, you paused, took a deep breath, and thought? What if you reminded yourself that their words don't define you, that you control your response, not their actions? That brief pause, that moment of clarity, is where true power lies. It's in that space between the stimulus and your response. The Stoics knew that life will always throw challenges your way, But it's not the challenge that breaks you, it's how you react to it. And that reaction, if chosen wisely, can turn every difficulty into a lesson. Imagine living a life where your peace isn't determined by outside events, but by your inner response to them. That's the real freedom Stoicism offers. It's the freedom to choose how you live, how you think, and how you react, no matter what life throws your way. Go beyond silence, embrace presence and intention. So, why is silence only the beginning? Here's the thing. Silence alone doesn't lead to growth. It's a starting point, yes, but it's only a part of the bigger picture. The Stoics understood the value of silence, but they also understood the value of presence, the ability to fully engage with the moment without being distracted by the past or the future. When you embrace the power of presence, you become more attuned to your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Presence gives you the opportunity to respond intentionally instead of reacting automatically. This is where the Stoics go beyond silence. They don't just aspire to escape the noise of life. They aspire to embrace it, master it, and turn it into something meaningful. When you practice Stoic presence, you learn to see the world as it is, without getting lost in it. You engage with life fully, but you're not distracted or overwhelmed by it. Presence means you are aware of your thoughts, but you don't let them control you. You are aware of your emotions, but you don't let them define you. And you are aware of the world around you, but you don't let it pull you in every direction. When you live with presence, you live with purpose. You stop living reactively, and you begin to live proactively, making decisions that align with your values, not your emotions. Building the Stoic habit of control. So how do you develop this ability to be present and intentional? The key is habit. The Stoics knew that true change doesn't happen overnight, but through consistent action. It's the daily practices that shape who we are, not the once-in-a-lifetime moments of insight. Start by incorporating simple Stoic habits into your daily life. Begin each day with intention. Set your purpose. Remind yourself what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your response, and let go of the rest. When you encounter a challenge, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Don't let life just happen to you. Make it happen through you by choosing your reaction and engaging with life fully and intentionally. Every day, focus on the present, embrace the moment, and remind yourself that you have the power to respond wisely. This is how you go beyond silence. This is how you master the art of living intentionally. By developing the habits of the Stoic, you can transform your life from a reactive existence to a proactive, purposeful journey. And in doing so, you'll find a deeper sense of peace, a more resilient mindset, and a life that is full of intentional